G'day guys, are we ready for it? And dare I do it? Maybe I'll get egg on my face, but I hope not this time. Okay, we're going to talk about those horrible section 7. God, I've said it so many times, it doesn't want to come out my mouth. Section 7. Do not go there, do not do this. Well, guess what? It's been updated on the Resources Victoria website, where it says you can go recreational prospecting on the Section 7 areas, but it's you have to read it yourself, and basically says you can unless you're not allowed to, right? No, it basically says if it you can read it for yourself. I'll put this around so we have a bit of an earthquake. Bang into everything. I'll try and get this squared up as best I can. Should have done the other. Oh, there we go. And I don't know if I make it a bit bigger. There you go. You can read it. Oh, I can't expand that. Damn. Yeah, got to use the other camera to do that. But anyway, where is it? Now I'll get to the interesting bit, and here it is here. Section 7 exemptions and recreational prospecting. Right, it goes on, yes. Recreational prospecting is an exciting outdoor activity and part of Victoria's rich gold history. Victorians can conduct recreational prospecting in most of the state's 3.1 million hectares of state forest and other specific areas. A miner's right is an authority under Section 55 of the Act, of whatever Act it is, and is required to authorise recreational prospecting. Okay, so having one under the Act, it basically authorises you to do recreational prospecting. Recreational prospecting with a miner's right is not prohibited under Section 7, right? Recreational prospecting with a miner's right is not, the big word here is not prohibited, right? Under Section 7, unless it is specifically in the exemption instrument. Does that mean a guitar or a flute or a violin? Wish they'd just use plain speak on this stuff. But I know what they mean, but some people won't know the terminology for this. Believe me, they won't. Resources Victoria has not yet, that's a good word, yet, identified any Section 7 exemption instruments, which I take it is some sort of blurb, that exempt land, that exempt, is it exempts? It's meant to be exempt, not exempt, land subject to an authority. Okay. A miner's right is an authority. Okay. Resources Victoria has not yet identified any Section 7 exemption instrument that exempt land subject to an authority. Okay, basically, from my understanding of that, it says go for it. That's what it says, go for it, right? You're allowed to prospect recreationally on those blue blobs on their overlays. And I think it actually gets down here. Yeah, there you go. The minister may issue a notice, You can go read all this yourself. I'm not going to go and read it on the thing. Victoria Critical minerals roadmap. Okay. That tells you how you view these. I haven't done this on this site, so it may wander you off in a different direction. I don't know, but it's on resources.vic.gov. You can find it and have a look. Okay, so it's going for unavailable. Yeah, and here there's no blue areas. Then there is blue areas, right? And then you click this unavailable S7 area. And what happens then? Oh dear me. Meant to try and find an basically an instrument's a document that someone's written up, and it says if you don't find one, it's no problem. Unbelievable. You know, it's written in such a bureaucratic way that yeah, if an instrument is available for download, there will be a link under the folio number. So obviously there's one there. What does it say? Look, you know, I'll tell you what, after reading all that, then it says it's unbelievable, like to a degree. Maybe I'm just dumb. I just don't understand it. But it goes around in circles and it bloody uses terminology. Why can't you say it in place? Instead of writing all that, how about currently you're allowed to go recreational prospecting on those blue things. But what happened is it's plain speak here, and then it goes into this overlays thing. Okay. Damn, it's damn. Oh dear me. Areas that are currently have exemptions are under Section 7 of the Act can be viewed on GeoVic. Oh, you've got to go to another website. Okay. Links to a copy of the Section 7 exemption. See, the Section 7, does that mean, you know, if you read through this, your brain will be going, oh, exemption. That means, oh, you're not allowed to prospect. Or is it an exemption from the act of not being able to prospect? It's double speak. I know if I went through it and actually read it and did it very slowly without doing it like I'm doing now, it would probably make a lot more sense. What you need to do is you need to, as soon as you get a word and you go, well, what do they mean by that? You got to go and look it up, basically on an online dictionary and get the definitive meaning of that word and stick to it. Break it down into a word that you understand and insert it in place, and then read it or even rewrite it out for yourself. Yeah. Anyway, I think what they're trying to do is say that you can do it. I think the minister may issue a notice, right? So it's okay. You know, I read this and I go down, and then I'm. It's the way it's written. It's confusing. Just spell it out, people. Just spell it out. Look, you know, as soon as you start using words, recreational prospecting with a miner's right is not prohibited under Section 7, unless it is specified in the exemption instrument. Exemption. So that means the exemption instrument, which is some piece of paper or some written note, says you're not allowed to. So you got to look. The exemption instrument is a not allowed to. You're not allowed to recreational prospect. So you actually have to search for those. Yeah. So anyway, that's not double Dutch, isn't it? Up, what's the language we used to speak at school called Uppo Juppo or something? We used to swap the vowels around in all the words, and it sounded like a different language. That basically like this. Yeah. Okay. So it says they're there, but in my understanding, which is probably right, but could also possibly be wrong, because I don't understand Swahili very well. I think you're allowed to go prospecting. Okay. The PMAV put out a thing too. It said, you are allowed to go prospecting. I think they've been in contact with the government departments, and there's been something at a higher level go on, and we are allowed to. But don't take my word for it. You can take the PMAV's word for it. More so, I would say. But I don't know. So yeah, because they did. I think there's something on my YouTube that the PMAV have come up and made a comment and saying, you're putting up false information. No, I'm just putting up information that was there. Now the information has been changed. So it probably was correct information, but because this was changed, that makes it false information in hindsight. And now this is correct information. So yeah, it's just confusing. And if you think it's confusing, leave a comment saying it's confusing. If you fully understand it, leave a comment saying you fully understand it. But yeah, anyway, enough of that. I don't even know what the full website is here. What is it? Let's see if I can get it up. Okay, the full website for this is resources.vic.gov.au/licensing. Then approvals /minerals licenses section 7 exemptions. Anyway, section 7 exemptions will get you there, just probably looking at it on the net. But yeah, some of those words are hyphenated anyway. I forgot to say that. Yeah, so it's I'll do it again just in case you want to go there. Yeah, it's HTTPS snake eyes, as in the two vertical dots, / resources.vic.gov.au /licensing. And then we got the hyphenation, approvals /minerals hyphenated again, licenses / section hyphenated 7 hyphenated exemptions. So anyway, that's where it is. Oh dear me. And now you can see that I was looking up incidents and warnings, all the interesting other stuff that I've been looking at. There's a lot of bushfires around at the moment too, and when bushfires go through, Creswick got hit with a bushfire, it takes away all the undergrowth, and you can get your detector down further to the ground. So that might be worthwhile looking at. Creswick up there, but anyway. And Grampians National Park has been incinerated as well. That's probably too close now, so I'll move that back. Oh, dear me. All good fun, isn't it? So that is the story so far. And on the Section 7 exemption, let's go find where the PMAV said something. Where are you? Yeah, they did say something here. Back on here. Here we go. I better do it as it. You might have to zoom in, but this is on my the one I put up, the Eureka flag. Yeah, where is it? There's another comment there. The PMA Vic 3 hours ago. They put the sections section 7 exemption bit here. And it says, not sure what happened to our comment. This information is false. Please remove or delete. Well, how about I just do an annotation on the actual video? Yep. And I said, have you guys told Mr. Oz Geology about this update? And as he says, this is public, so I can repeat it anyway. I read, this is PMAV, PMAV, work that one out. Yeah, PMAV, and then Vic. Okay, it's like Vic. I reached out just after he posted, and he refused to give us his name or contact. Then several times after that on his channel, and now via email. He's generating income from lies and misinformation. Dear me. The only thing is, was it lies and misinformation at first? Yeah, I don't know. So, dear me. Oh, dear me. Dear me. I don't know if there's anything. Hang on a second. There's got to be something else there. I'll go on to the video. I thought there's something I haven't responded. How about I comments? No, I've got to get rid of that. Well, someone there. Lindsay Brown's talking about Rob Parsons' YouTube channel, the one who does all that underwater work in Tasmania. Yeah, the government there tried to stop him filming in national parks, right? Because he's posting the footage on YouTube. So what? Jesus. Oh, dear me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I see. I'm making references to Oz Geology here about what he's saying. That, yeah, there's a lot of comments there. It's like I called it the yo-yo because it's like up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah, wherever it is anyway. I'm not going to go searching for it because I don't know where it is now. But yeah, the PMAV have been putting comments saying that basically we are allowed to go undetect on those Section 7 areas if we've got a miner's right. And I think that means detect and pan and, whatever else. I don't know. But yeah, what a prolonged, procrastinated thing overall. Just say it in plain speak, you know. Dear me. So I would say that Mr. Oz Geology, may have put out something about that. I would say that he will be putting another video to explain things further. I hope that he reads it the same way as the PMAV. Else we're going to have this battle of words again, and no one will know what's going on because the guy whoever he is, used to live in Ballarat on Oz Geology, seems very knowledgeable, but it's going against the grain of the PMAV, who obviously, well, not obviously, but in my opinion, should be talking to the government departments directly on behalf of all prospectors. So, yeah. But yeah, I'd just like to see it all come out in plain speak. I'd just like to see it, come out in plain speak and be signed by the minister, just to prove it, with a photo of them holding the pen and holding up a newspaper for date and time, and members of the PMAV there as reference. Oh, dear me. I'm just, gobsmacked. But as far as I can tell, I think we're allowed to go prospecting. If anyone knows differently, don't tell me. I don't want to know about it. Go tell the PMAV. Tell them about it, or something. Or sell your metal detectors and just give up. I don't know. Anyway, that's that. So on that note, I think I'll just cut this off where it is. I've been working on these detectors, making. Tell you what, I've made this one of the 45 so damn sensitive, it's ridiculous. But it will ground balance totally on all the box of hot ironstone I've got. I can make it ground balance on that by extending the dynamic range of the ground balance circuit. So with that, yeah, I'm not going to go into it because I know it will happen. But I can make it totally grow. I'll do a video on it anyway. So I can get the most tiny gold at good depth over the coil. I think I'm probably exceeding the 6,000 capability on a similar size coil. I'm going to use a double D. But at the moment, would you believe I'm doing it all on one channel in the detector? I'm running it mono with the gain turned down. And there's a reason for that, because I want to allow some noise getting into the system and try and retain the actual signal, but reduce the basically the EMI. So if we can get rid of the interference, we and still retain the signal, that's going in the right direction. And yeah, out in the field it should be a million times better, shouldn't it? You'd think so, but proof is doing it out in the field. So the trick is to try and do it in the lab to get the most tiny signal. I'm actually doing it on a double D coil, right? The reason being, I'm doing it on a double D coil because it's got the hanger on or a winding, and I haven't got that actually connected in the detector. I've actually removed the op amp on that receive part there for the cancellation. And so I'm just using the basic a mono input, and with all the inherent floating other stuff and combination, it will make noise in the detector as well. The detector won't be completely noise free, but I'm doing that to optimize the input stage. So I'll go into it in a bit more detail down the track, and I'm not going to do it right now. See, and this is all this information will be lost because no one will hang around to the end of this video to watch that, and you'll never know. So, because everyone will think it's about that section 7 thing, which I never wanted to talk about ever again, but because we had the comment by the PMAV and that new bit of blurb on the government, or the parks, the resources, Victoria. It's actually, they all work together in a way, but I don't know. Left hand knows what the right hand's doing. And don't start me on the bushfires. That's another video, isn't it? Or do I just not bother? But you know how you go a lot of these areas now, and they drop big bundles of boulders onto tracks, right? Stop people going in there because it's a state forest or a national park or whatever it may be. This is just my opinion, right? So you can't get in. Do fire trucks have some special ability to get around piles of boulders on tracks that I don't know about? So what they do, they stop everyone going in there so they can all look at the trees, and then a natural occurrence happens, like in the Grampians, it was hit by lightning or something, or was it Creswick, one or the other. Anyway, it went up in flames. Oh, watch it burn. Just watch it all burn, because you can't get in and do anything about it. It's freaking unbelievably stupid. It really is. Don't get me started on it. Really, I'll never stop. But even up the road here, there's a track that goes through the bush, and they thought they were really smart. And what have they gone and done? There's these areas there they're going to put big piles of rocks. I said, oh, fantastic. But motorbikes can get around these rocks. They can get around the piles of rocks. So maybe they just have those backpack water sprayers on. They get and spray the fires out that are 100 meters high, and incinerate you from 100 meters away. It's ridiculous. And there's another part of the track there. There's They've put in metal bollards. What does the fire truck do? Oh, run them over, of course. No, you can't. I think they're full of concrete, steel and concrete. This whole thing, our whole system needs to be, you need to actually come out with the scraper, scrape it all off and start again, because there's dunce acts that happened everywhere, and they're stupid. They're so self-defeating. They really are. Blocking off access. What are you doing? Are you stupid? Think of the future. What can happen? Well, I don't know. Well, let's have a big fire and we'll go and have 10,000 koalas roasted on the branches, and all the other kangaroos and wallabies all incinerated because you can't get in there and put the fires out. So that's my piece on that. I could go on about it and on about it and on about it, but it just, that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't even exist. This silly blocking off stuff. It's just dumb, crazy. Anyway, that's my little bit of say on that part, but no one will see it, will they? They won't watch the end. And yeah, what I should say at the end of my video, the first person to comment, gets a $10,000 nugget or something. That's a joke. But anyway, that's that. And I'm getting back into it. I've made up a jig where I can try lots and lots of different circuitry at the moment on these things. Lots of filtering. Also, I'm not going to go into it because I'll say too much. Anyway, catches.